Good afternoon, everyone. It's 11:05. El tiempo es oro, we say in Spanish, which means in English, time is golden, no time is coming back. My name is Arlena Amaro. I am the news anchor at Telemundo San Antonio. I was born in the US. I am very happy to be an American citizen and be part of this great country. I know our audience are students here in San Antonio, Texas. So you, like I did, we all have this amazing opportunity behind me. You can see my TV. We have a new president, and it's just a sign of democracy. People vote, time changes, and we move on. And we live in a wonderful country. But the panel today is the topic is education, and especially how are students in Mexico dealing during the pandemic. And it's something that students here in San Antonio can learn. So during this discussion that we're going to have for the next 25 minutes, because we're beginning a little bit late, we're going to be very proactive. We are going to be very fast because we have a lot to cover. But the topic is, how is COVID-19 affecting life, student life in Mexico? And maybe stuff that you can learn here. And I wanted to start just with this thought. 68% of the people that are in prison in the US, and that number is the same or higher in Mexico, do not have an education. So whatever you want to achieve in life, socially, medically, anything you want to do wonderful in the world, you need an education. That's why it's important we're here supporting CAST Academy, and it is important that you're studying. I was telling the people from the CAST Academy before this that I was very poor. I was very poor. I lived with my mother. My mom used to clean houses. I used to help my mom clean houses. I wasn't always a news anchor. Now how did I get here? I have 2 bachelors and a master's. The power of education, the importance of education, even through a pandemic. It is very important. So my name is Arlena Amaro from Telemundo San Antonio. I'm happy to be here. And my special guests are all these students who are in Mexico, and you can jump in and ask questions. And we are gonna ask these students. We have Ivana Lopez Hernandez, diseño de información visual. That's what she's studying in Mexico. Ivana, if you can tell us something about your experience as a student in Mexico during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Hi, thank you. Well, at first it was kind of hard. I think none of us were prepared to like jump and switch to having everything being online. It was very difficult at first, especially studying design. Most of the things that we did were like teamwork, and it's very different being by yourself and doing everything on Zoom with your partners rather than in person. So it's kind of hard, but now I'm kind of happy. I really enjoy online school.
What is one tip that you can share with the students here in San Antonio that are probably saying, I'm going through the same thing, I'm having difficulties studying all by myself?
I think it helped me a lot to write down and really become more organized. That was what I struggled with at first. Like, you're not organized enough to do everything in your own room. Like, it's very easy to get distracted and switch into, like, I don't know, look at your phone and go on TikTok and lose an hour. So you have to be really like, write down what you have to do and kind of like go like mark thing by thing, like what you've done. And yeah, so you need to become more organized and learn how to manage your time better.
Ivana, that is a tip that is going to work not only now that you're a student, but throughout your life. Anybody? Yeah. That's a very good tip. That's how I become more productive. Saying, today I achieved this and this and this. Thank you, and we're going to come back with you. But I want every student from Mexico to talk to us. So Carlos Alberto Pelganta, he's studying international business, and many students here in San Antonio are interested in knowing his experience and what he's studying, because it's a career that they can go from San Antonio to study in Mexico. Carlos Alberto, anything you would like to share with us about how different COVID-19 has been?
Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to participate. And thanks. Business administration is very important. And as Mrs. Amaro said, studying can open you a lot of doors and assure you a successful life. And as Dr. Russell before said, students need to take risk and try to escape from the comfort zone. And as I did, escaping from Italy, I came to Mexico to discover new things and to link this to the topic we discussed before, diversity. To understand diversity, you need to go to another country and understand the local culture and trying to implement it. So it's very important having this broad experience. However, COVID-19 may be difficult, has been difficult for everyone, but for me, it has been an opportunity because I could concentrate just on my studies. And thanks to COVID, my results were far higher than before. And because most of the people were bored of staying home, not doing anything, but it was a lifetime opportunity to increase our knowledges.
Wow. I want to invite all the CAS students that are watching right now, Carlo, Alberto, to ask you any questions if they want to. Basically, if you live in San Antonio and you are considering to move to Mexico to study at University de las Américas, where they offer these bachelors that are equivalent here in the US, in Puebla, Mexico, you will be going through the same thing that Carlos Alberto is going through. Getting out of your comfort zone. So if you have any questions, like Janine Russell told you, feel free to ask a question. Carlo Alberto, so different. So you faced a new language, which will be what students from San Antonio will face if they go to Mexico. And you're learning Spanish, English, and studying in Mexico instead of Italy. Any other advice you will tell a student that is thinking of moving out of the US to study abroad?
Well, as many CEO of many companies said, just be curious and increase your knowledge and languages because they open you a lot of opportunities. And I mean, coming to Mexico is very important for business because Mexico is very, 82% of exports from Mexico goes to the United States. So it is a very huge opportunity studying business there.
Stephanie Perez is asking a question for you. How did you feel moving to Mexico?
Mexico is great. First of all, it's cheap, so it can give you an opportunity to travel a lot. But this is a more superficial kind of answer I can give you.
Life is made of many things.
Would you mind repeating, please?
But life is made of different things, so that's also important. It's also good because when you're a student, you're studying, so you don't have a lot of money. Thank you for sharing your experience, Carlos Alberto. I want to give a chance to a wonderful woman. She's studying nursing, and that is so important during COVID-19. She's studying medicine, nursing in Mexico. Rosa Isela Luna. Rosa Isela, buenos días. Cuéntanos de tu experiencia del COVID, cómo es estudiar, qué pueden aprender los estudiantes de aquí de San Antonio sobre estudiar en México. What can students that are watching us, that they go to the CAST Academy, which are our audience right now, they're all students from CAST Academy, how it's nursing and how is Mexico different dealing with the pandemic than us here in the US?
Well, first of all, good morning or good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rosa Isela, and I want to tell you a little bit about myself. Actually, I did my high school in New Jersey. So I experienced the first, migration thing, going there, doing my high school, and then I stopped studying. I had 2 kids, and then I went back to school, but I decided to come back to Mexico to go to the nursing program that UDLAP has, which is amazing. I really, really recommend it because how is it different? Well, in United States, you don't really practice or you don't get to experience the real people to a student. In Mexico, you do that. So we go to hospitals, we go to clinics, we go even for campaigns, volunteering. It's amazing. I really love and enjoy the program. It's a full-year program, and it has a lot to offer. And I don't know, I just love it. I love.
It is a little hard because, you know, as I say, we are used to go to the hospitals and practice and be in contact with people. And now we have to be behind the screen. But also it's really good though, because you can learn through the books and there's so much material on the website, congresses, sessions from all around the world. So it's up to you on what kind of what you want to achieve. But I really recommend that you get organized and whatever you decide to do.
Thank you. That's a wonderful tip. And a lot of people, a lot of young people now probably in San Antonio, maybe students that are watching right now from CAST are thinking, should I study nursing? And it's a 4-year career, and with COVID-19 and everything happened, what would you tell them?
Go for it. It's really worth it. You know, at the beginning, when I signed up, I was like, okay, yeah, nursing is what I really always want to do. But there was a but, you know? But now when I went the first year and then I went to practice at the hospital, I was like, yes, I'm so in love. I love taking care of people. You will think that you don't do too much, but everything you do, it matters for the patient. So I really love, if you guys, anyone feel like, I might go for nursing, you give it a try.
Rosa Isela, we wish you the best of luck. If anybody that is watching has a question for this nursing student studying in Mexico, please ask away. But now I want Jesus Solis Ochoa, who is also studying in Universidad de las Américas in Puebla, Mexico, to talk to us about how is the international business program over there. And there was a question that students from CAST Academy wanted to ask. Do you feel like Mexico is handling this crisis different than other places? If so, how?
Well, it is different, I will say, because it's sad, but health, it has to do a lot with politics. So, you know, corruption and stuff like that. But besides that, even we know we don't have our personal protection given from the politics. We get our own, and we know we get ready to go and do the best at the hospitals, at the clinics, at the community in general. So I know it is hard.
People don't have the equipment, which is what we've been reporting on the news.
Yes.
They don't have enough equipment for your
correct.
Okay. Good for students here to know. Rosa Isela, thank you so much. I want Jesus Solis Ochoa to talk to us. He's another student that is joining us from Mexico, from Universidad de las Américas. Jesus Solis, how are you? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, thank you for inviting me. Yeah, my name is Jesus. I'm studying international business. And about the program, it's awesome for me. You have a lot of international experience. For example, as Carlo, I live in France. I made an exchange there. So you have lots of opportunities, even though going to the US, going to Europe, Asia, Australia. So it's a very complete program. You learn a lot. And as Carlos said, you need to go out of your comfort zone to learn new cultures, new languages, new persons, and that helps you to grow up as a person and professionally. So I really recommend you to come to Mexico to know my country, know my culture. And even though the study here is very, very good, it's high quality study.
Jesus Solis, tell us a little bit more about how is it that the international business that you're learning now, have they changed the classes because of COVID-19? Are they focusing more in other stuff since the global economy is changing due to COVID-19, not only in Mexico, here in the US, everywhere?
Yeah, of course. Like at the beginning, they tell you, yeah, what?
What have they taught you differently?
Yeah, like at the beginning of the career, they tell you about the problems or the risk you can have in your business. And now, with this pandemic, you need to take in account like pandemics, like health things. So even though a restaurant, you need to be more clean, you need to be like careful with that healthy stuff. That before maybe some people doesn't matter, like they say like, oh yeah, it's good, but no, now you need to take in care this, like on account this. And also the courses are changing so fast for technology, health system, everything is changing right now. So it's a challenge, of course, but in the future it will be like that. So we need to get used to it. And the university, thankfully, is like preparing us. Maybe not at all, because you never know what's gonna happen, but they're preparing us for this stuff and for next thing that could happen.
Basically, a student life in Mexico, guys, all of you from Cast Academy that are listening, a student life in Mexico doesn't sound much different from a student life here right now. We're all adapting, we're learning new things. Thank you, Jesus. Good luck with international business. I think it's a great career. You're gonna do wonderful. I want to hear back from you, what you do with what you study.
Yeah,
And I want to welcome a wonderful lady, Ursula Cecilia Garza. She studied here in Texas. So if you want to know she's now studying in Mexico, but she studied here in Texas and also in Pennsylvania. Ursula is studying food industry engineer. Good morning, Ursula. Tell us a little bit.
Good morning.
I know you, but the students that are watching right now don't know you. Tell these people here in San Antonio, Texas, how is the student life in Mexico different from here?
Well, it is different since it's a different culture, of course. But well, at UDLAP, we are really united. Professors are always encouraging us to help us out, to work as a team. You're also going to meet people from all over the world. And I mean, I've never felt alone in my university. There's someone always willing to help you out. And the campus is beautiful. And yeah, I mean, it's different because, yeah, it's a different culture. But when I went to the United States, I had to adapt to a different place, different people, different culture. And I learned a lot. I grew up a lot. So I think it's a different experience when you go out to a different place, but it helps you a lot to study in a different place.
Someone just asked a question from you. I think it was Janine. She said, has COVID-19 affected any of your future plans? Has it affected your future plans?
Not really. I mean, studying online hasn't been easy, but no, it hasn't affected any of my plans. I mean, right now I'm focusing on finishing my career, and if it's going to be online, then I mean, we'll have to adapt to the situation right now.
Thank you so much, Ursula, for your experience. This is a girl that is studying Texas, in Pennsylvania, so now she's studying in Mexico. So all those students from the Cast Academy that are watching and are thinking, should I go study abroad? What would you tell them based on your experience? Talk to the students that are watching us right now from Cast Academy.
Just like go for it. Don't let fear stop you, because you are gonna grow up a lot. I was very scared at the beginning because I was scared I was gonna feel alone. And yeah, you feel alone the first days, but then you meet people from different cultures, you gain a lot of experience, you become more independent. And when you come home, you see life from a different perspective. And yeah, you value a lot your home, and you learn different values from other people. And yeah, just different life perspective, and you grew up a lot.
This is a student from Mexico, you guys. That's beautiful, Ursula. Thank you for sharing. And last but not least, I have another student from Mexico to introduce to all of you. Thank you to all of you guys again for connecting from Mexico to talk to the students here in San Antonio. We have Manuela Riveros Reina. She's studying banking and investments. What an interesting career. Manuela, tell us a little bit about yourself and student life in Mexico.
Okay, I study banking and investments, and principally I choose this career. It is like a combination between economics and business, and it is focused on the finance like things, and I like it. And well, I'm gonna talk about a little bit about myself. I am from Colombia, but I am living now in Mexico. And also I choose my career because in the universities of Colombia, there isn't available this career. So for me, it was really, really interesting. And I have the facility to study here because my mom lives here. So, and also the program here is very, very complete. And I am very happy to study at UDLAP.
Would you say that the education that you're receiving in la Universidad en Puebla, México, en la Universidad de las Américas en Puebla, México, that education that you're receiving on banking and investment, you can easily apply it here to the US? They're also teaching you like global investments and stuff?
Yes, it is a really international career, but well, here in the university, it only focuses like in Mexican economy, but also, well, principally focus on Mexican economy, but also the teachers show things like economics all around the world. And yes, I could apply this career. As I said, it is really international. I can work in any bank. And yes.
Good luck to you. How old are you, Manuela?
Can you repeat, please?
How old are you?
I am 19 years old.
It's 19, you guys. And I know we have a lot of high school students. So I hope they're all getting excited about going to university because you guys are only a few years older than them. So if any of you now want to raise a hand, we have 4 minutes until 11:30, and I know many of the students want to go to lunch. So if any of you want to add something about life in Mexico, I think all of you are young, you're studying different careers, very interesting. Any of you? Manuela, Ursula, Jesus, Rosela, Carlo, Ivana, you just have to open your mic and talk. And if anyone wants to ask a question as well, Janine is saying, I've been repeating it, Janine, but the students from San Antonio are very shy. So we just keep the conversation going. If Ivana wants to add something about a student life in Mexico, Carlo, any of you can just open your mic and talk. Don't be shy.
I am not sure only in Mexico this applies, but like I also wanted to say like my partners of UDLAP were, as they were saying, like when you go abroad, when you go to a different country, at first it's always scary, and the thing that you struggle with the most, I think, it's cultural shock. We're so like cultures are so different, especially US, Mexico. Well, not especially, but like US, Mexico is also quite different. Every country is different. So that's what I have struggled with when going abroad. I went to Italy and I also went to Canada, but like those two countries are so different, and they're also different to mine. So when you arrive to your exchange or your international program, it's gonna be like really happy at first, and it's okay if you struggle a little bit in between, like if you start missing home, but you need to as they were saying, like
they're asking a bunch of questions and we are running out of time. They're asking, how did you get unstuck? What is your favorite thing since you moved? And Kaylee Casares asked, so you feel as if you have adapted to where you live?
If I feel like, yes, for sure. You get to a point where you feel like you need to start getting into a routine of your own in those countries that wherever you go, right? So to feel like you're really at home, and yeah, you need to it's not just adapting, but getting into a mindset like, okay, this is life, and look for a routine basically to be able to get past that and accept that, okay, this is different, and ask questions like, why is this different, so that you can understand and kind of adopt those same mannerisms and things, because we all have different mannerisms.
I guess that answers Luciano Rodriguez's question, because he was asking, so how do you get unstuck? You get unstuck by adapting and doing the same thing as everyone is doing. And then Carlo Pelganta is asking, you adapt and then you absorb, it's commenting. This is a very good comment. You adapt and then you absorb a bit of every place where you live and you become heterogeneous. That's also what you're saying. So true. That's such a good comment to say at this panel. I think it's an opportunity to inspire all these students from CAST that are wondering if they should study away. Look at all of you, young, studying investment, banking, nursing, all kinds of careers. It's doable and it's possible. And now I heard that Priscilla Rios will close the session. So Priscilla, it was a pleasure for me doing this. I leave you to it. Priscilla Rios is with us to close the session.